Hey, what's up, guys? We're live. Welcome
And
back
over
to
at
On the
NCC.
Phone, episode 2, with Gwen, Evan,
Hi.
Caleb, Dan,
Hi.
Yo.
Simon,
What?
Abe, who's currently
Oh my fucking god!
and yours truly. Our first topic
Dan
tonight
and
that we're going to
Evan.
be discussing is modern
Video
fashion.
game
Who wants to
Ronald.
jump in?
So I think, low key, just from being a high school student, I can see that most of these kids either wear like the nicest clothes ever, or they wear like fucking flannel sweatpants in like a hoodie.
That's true.
Flannel sweatpants.
No,
Wait, no,
Pajama
dude.
pants.
I'm a little sick right now.
You would
So-
definitely lower your volume.
Hey, chill, bro.
I mean, you would definitely be sweating in flannel. I go to certainly a high fashion school as opposed to a low fashion high school.
Catholic.
Go to a private
Oh,
school.
I do go to a
Okay,
private
it's
That's
my
not
school
wrong
low
per se. It's just not correct either.
What are some of the
Our school-
fashions that you guys prescribe to?
Like,
Prescribed to.
Whatever the fuck's on my ottoman this morning.
Whatever is on my floor that looks easiest to put on.
Yeah,
Sam,
that.
this is real. This
If
is
it
so
fits
real.
my body, I wear it.
If I've worn it twice, it
Honestly-
goes in the hamper.
Okay,
That's
But
so,
I, but I make it look
okay,
like I
wait,
actually
wait,
put an
wait.
effort by just
When I go to a
getting-
I don't.
concert, when I go to
Yeah,
a
this
concert,
podcast
Yes,
sucks.
Abe.
when I go to a concert, I wear the same thing every time. I wear jeans and a band shirt
Genius.
because I
You
cannot wear
you look
anything
like
except
an NPC.
Jeans
Shut
and
the fuck
graphic
up.
Jeans
You
and
need cargo
graphic
shorts
tees.
too.
I generally
Crazy how the pants change the type of character you would assume.
I started
like a
specking
person
into
is.
fashion pretty recently within the last few
Specking into
months.
fashion.
Yep,
My
I've been-
ass.
I've been upping my fashion. I mostly stick with monochromes and pale waves. A big part of
monochromes and
it.
pale waves.
No,
Fuck's
yeah.
a pale wave.
Pale
You mean
wave.
you dress in
Horrible.
fucking beige and grays?
No, I stick with monochromes and pale waves. These will generally be a black or white pant garment and then a pale wave top.
The pants garment.
For anyone uninformed,
Garment.
pale
You
wave.
could just call
are-
them pants. You're
for-
speaking like a fucking
Undergarment.
airline
For anyone
person.
uninformed, pale wave is effectively watercolors
Using so many
like
unnecessary
turquoise,
words.
pink.
Fuck off.
Fuck you.
But fuck you.
How do you dress up? Huh?
How do I dress up?
Yeah. It's your
Stoner.
Jeans
fashion.
and a graphic tee.
Like a stoner.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Dress
okay,
for
okay,
the job
okay,
you
like
okay.
a
want.
stoner.
Wait, do you want me to show you my fit right now? Because
Yeah,
I'm
just
gonna
put
tell
it-
you,
No,
I'm
yeah,
gonna take
show
a
us-
screenshot of this.
show
and
us
we're
your
gonna put it
outfit,
in the
please.
thing.
it's a
No,
graphic
go into the mirror. Go to the mirror, Caleb. You know
graphic tee. It's
Uh-huh.
Caleb,
it's a
go to the
graphic
mirror.
tee. Wait. Okay, here's the mirror. It's a graphic tee and jeans.
Wow.
Caleb does not look like a stoner right now. He
Is
looks
that like
normal.
a- Is that like
it's
a
not-
suburb in
Man's is
Wisconsin?
suited for real.
It's nothing like professional. It's just like
No.
me.
This is Caleb in his non-twink phase.
Clearly,
Non-twink.
I'm
everybody-
just
clearly we're all dressed.
non-
He can look like a twink. He doesn't right now.
I'm taking my shirt off, I think. Holy
Alright.
shit.
Dude, okay.
This is the start of my twink death.
Twink
Yeah.
death.
Okay.
I hate that.
Anyway,
Alright.
extinction.
Because fashion is dead on the runway. Let's move on to dead YouTubers who are either
Yes.
dead in real life or
That
died
was
because
quick.
their channel dead. Let's start this off with Daddy-O5.
Bill Words.
Oh,
oh my fucking god, I forgot about Daddy
Oh my-
05. Holy shit.
for anyone
Who the fuck is
uninformed,
Daddy-O5?
Daddy-O5 was a YouTuber who did videos of him and his family doing stuff until it came out that he was abusing his children.
Well, isn't that like all
He was
the
he
family
was like abusing
YouTubers?
his children
Yeah.
like, on camera though.
No,
I mean,
but
like
he,
all
like-
the family YouTubers do that.
No, but
The
he
issue
was,
was
that
he
he
wasn't a
like,
very
he was the
smart
only one
family
that
YouTuber.
actually-
He
that we
beat his
actually have
children like
evidence.
on the clip. He would like take clips
Yeah.
of like making the daughter beat the kid, the son. Which
There was
is-
like one kid that got like beat up like a lot. Like he was the brunt of most of the things.
it should have made him stronger, but he wasn't using it right.
Oh my fucking god.
I'm gonna be a
Okay, did you guys know Just Say Dwayne Ricardo Onfroy, also known as XXX Tentacion, was a YouTuber?
really. Did he
What?
have? Does he have a
Same
YouTube
with
channel?
Baby
I
Keem.
googled dead YouTubers and that came up.
That's hilarious. Whoever wrote that
I don't
article
think-
must have really been going for shock value.
Top 10 YouTubers who have died. Number 1, Technoblade.
You want to know?
Yeah.
No, that's a shame.
Who the fuck is Caleb Logan Bratelli?
That's a great question.
Caleb, do you have something to do with that?
Oh my god,
What?
Etika. Oh my god,
Attica
Yes.
was-
I think we're thinking it the wrong
No,
way.
my name
I
is.
don't want to talk about really dead
Okay,
YouTubers.
okay.
I just want to talk about YouTubers
Okay,
that stuff.
everybody go to like your oldest liked videos on YouTube and see what
Okay.
Who
My
here
name is
remembers?
Video
Who here watched Sky Does Minecraft as a child?
I did.
I did. Yeah.
I
did
still
not.
remember the try not to.
You know, Post Malone was on one of his videos. He used to be
Yes.
like a recurring character.
That's really fucking funny.
Sky
Yeah,
Does
like,
Minecraft used to be
Is
the
Dolan Dark
biggest.
still a YouTuber?
Dolan Dark.
I think he still makes stuff. Yeah.
Do you know, like, no, there's. Do you know Grande, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
the Minecraft edits guy from Instagram.
Yeah, so he's apparently like a doctor. He has a PhD,
Oh yes,
and,
yes.
and he chooses to
Make
to
memes.
make memes instead of get more money.
Yeah,
There's
Dr.
no
Grande,
chance.
holy
Is that more
No,
profitable?
he's like in.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, no, it's not more profitable. He's just fucking stupid. Do you guys remember CND, Captain Nintendo dude?
No, I
Guy-
No, I do
He
not.
was the guy. Okay, he was the guy who waited in line the month for the Switch.
Jeez,
Remember
why?
that? Like,
Why a
and, like
month?
he waited from February 3rd to March 3rd, so he could be the first person in America to get the Switch. He waited with this guy named Triforce. I watched every single vlog. It was like prime Nintendo community. It was with Etika. It was with.
He vlogged himself waiting in line.
Yeah, it was actually really interesting. He met up with all these other YouTubers and
That's
stuff,
something.
and like he went to the store.
Did he have like a tent or?
He kind of had a tent for like the last week. He had a tent, but like he wouldn't really wait in line. He would just kind of spend like most of his day there.
Yeah.
I see. That's certainly
All
something.
right.
I remember Sky Does Minecraft being like the biggest YouTuber around, and then all of a sudden Sky Does Minecraft like beat his kids. Sky Does
Oh, I
Minecraft's
didn't know
journey.
he had fucking kids.
No, he has a child, and the journey of Sky Does Minecraft getting his child back from his abusive ex-wife, who like maybe he abused. We're not. clear
Yeah,
on
because it was on Keemstar and then
No, it was on Keemstar, and it like culminated in him rap battling KSI for
And then
like.
KSI like
What?
leaked that info.
No, KSI then flew Sky Does Minecraft's baby mama out to be in the rap video, in which KSI claims that Sky Does Minecraft would shit in like their bed every once in a while, and Sky Does Minecraft then used the this rap video as proof that the baby mother was irresponsible and cannot take care of the child in order to steal back his child.
Holy shit!
He had a mid-music career for a couple months, and then I believe he just went off the grid and does a real job now, or maybe owns stocks.
Stocks.
It's possible. You know what dead YouTuber owns stocks? Leafy is here.
Oh my
to-
gosh.
God.
Leafy is here.
Fuck
Used to
Leafy, dog.
Leafy was an incredible YouTuber. Leafy is the guy who came up with the commentary video.
Who came up
gaming
with the idea
background.
of bullying?
No.
He was
Leafy,
the first
Chill.
bullier
Oh my
ever.
God.
Leafy
But
is
I don't
here
like-
invented gameplay over commentary. That was his gimmick. At one point, he was the
So
fourth
what?
biggest
So you're
channel on
stealing.
YouTube.
So you're stealing his entire shit with this series.
No, this is a podcast. You're supposed to listen to it, not watch.
So
But
basically,
you have Eidolon in the
do
background.
you guys
That's
remember
true.
that thing in like 2020 when all the
Maybe.
Black Lives Matter protests were happening?
Though the
Like,
videos
Yeah.
that came out of those protests were amazing.
Leafy was like said in like a podcast, like, yeah, I brought a gun just so I can have the right to say I killed somebody. I wanted the justifiable right to kill somebody.
That's pretty cool.
And it was like,
No,
it
it's-
was like, I saw. Wait, let me see.
This
if I
man
can
is
find
the
tweet.
human hunter
It was
for
like,
real.
hold on, every man
He trying to be
wants
Garo
to
so bad.
find that one time in their life when they can justifiably kill somebody.
That's true. If you got the chance, like, and it was justifiable, would you kill someone?
No.
no,
Probably not. No.
definitely not.
Would you kill
Wait,
in
what?
self-defense?
Yes.
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure. Yeah.
Yes, but like I would feel bad about.
I
it.
wouldn't be.
And,
I
like,
wouldn't.
would
I wouldn't
definitely have
necessarily
some
be
trauma.
conscious of it. I'd be more
I
like
would have
really.
some trauma.
You think
There'd
you'd
be like a lot of
instinctively kill someone?
adrenaline going there'd be like a lot of adrenaline going through my system.
Yes, Evan.
What?
You said something.
No.
I don't think I did. But...
Oh. All right then.
Okay. Anyway,
All right.
what do you guys think about worst poop stories?
Oh,
Worst go down the line.
I can talk about
So we'll
this.
just go
All
down
right.
the line.
We're gonna
here.
go down the line. Gwen, do you have a worst poop story you'd like to start?
I
This off
have an amazing.
with? This is
worst
not
poop
a
story
sick
to start
story.
off
This
with.
is a poop story.
No. This is a poop story.
Wonderful.
One I used to sleep with my parents a lot when I was a
Aw.
kid.
Like as a okay.
Like as a kid.
Yeah.
Like I was like maybe like 6 or 7 when this happened.
I understand.
Preface
Go,
for
I don't
this
like it.
information. Preface for this information. I apparently did not eat very well.
I believe him.
Like
Were you
Okay,
vegan
but-
then as well?
No,
busy
no.
in here. What's going on?
I didn't eat very well when I was on like something I ate that day must have been like really bad because my stomach was sick that whole day. Anyway, I am lying in bed with my family. And I am like I my mom, my dad are there. They're like trying to sleep, and I feel really bad. All
Do
of
you
a sudden,
start ripping
in the middle
ass?
of the night. In the middle of the night, and I rushed to the bathroom. Like I ran, and like first time I make it straight into the toilet. Like that was perfect, and that shit fucking
Face in
came
the
out like
hole.
a waterfall.
Damn.
It was crazy, and I'm like,
Ooh,
okay,
how nasty.
I'm done.
Did you get
And
up
I
off
walk
the
back
seat?
and I go back to my parents' bed. Everything's fine. Like maybe 10 minutes later,
Guys,
I
don't
feel it
think-
again. I feel a call of nature, man. I fucking run. I run to that bathroom. Second time, I make it. I'm good.
Good for you.
Perfect. Like fucking still a waterfall coming out of my ass.
Bullseye.
Like fucking
Bullseye.
Does comedy strike in threes?
like fucking
I believe so. I believe
like,
it.
like
The
fucking
rule of
Niagara
three
Falls, man.
applies
That
to
shit
most
came out.
Oh,
And
Oh,
next
no.
time, I fucking feel it. But I'm like, I'm not sure. So I wait a time. So I wait a tiny bit. And then I'm like, oh my god, it is coming. Fucking like,
Are
the
you
dam
sure?
is broken and I need to run. And I fucking book it. I book it. I did not make it. I'm in my PJs. I'm a little kid. My fucking mom is like slightly awake because I like startled the bed. I fucking just shit like fucking.
Fantastic.
can I go next after her?
I shit my
It is
PJs.
bad, yeah.
This was awful, and my mom is just like. My mom had to help clean me up. It was not a good way
that's
to.
awful.
I think it was like midnight at that point.
Dan, let's
All
hear
right.
you.
All right, so my worst poop story is I'm on a plane. I think I'm
Oh,
going.
no.
I'm either going. I'm either going. Let me finish.
Hostile territory.
I'm either going to Florida or coming home from Florida. I don't remember.
This
is
makes
years
it
and years
so
ago.
much worse. I'm expecting an alligator
So-
now.
So no. So I'm in my window seat because I always want the window seat. I'm like, hey mom, I need to go to the bathroom. So my mom and dad get up. I go to the back of the plane to go to the bathroom. I sit down. I take my shit. And at that point I was standing up to flush, wipe myself, put my pants back on.
Yeah.
Big fucking turbulence. And the captain puts the fucking fasten seatbelt sign on.
The plane shakes around.
I was literally scared shitless. And I swear I was stuck in that bathroom for a solid 10 minutes by the and the hostesses were like fucking like, stay calm, don't shit yourself. I've already fucking done that, bitch.
I see.
And eventually the turbulence calmed down a bit, so I was able to put my pants back on and go back to my seat. And then that's it. I didn't like make a mess of myself. The shit was already in the toilet. It was just terrifying.
I'm
Being
just
on a
picturing
toilet
like
with my pants down while the plane's fucking shaking itself apart.
a younger half-naked you being completely fucking bounced around like it's turbo dismounts and you're stuck in a cage.
I'm not gonna deny it was something like that. It was something like that.
Were you like actually jumping and shit? Like, did you get?
No. It wasn't that. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't like literally shaking itself apart, but it was.
Okay.
It was bad turbulence.
Or she.
That's funny.
That's certainly
Yeah.
something to know.
Like,
All right.
Like the
Okay.
fucking
Evan.
the light starts.
Evan.
I think
the light
Simon has
starts
one.
flickering.
Yeah.
Or
Okay,
Simon.
So this isn't necessarily a worst shit story. It's a worst inability to shit story.
Oh, that's good.
Oh no.
So I'm like 8 years old, right?
oh
And-
no.
And basically, I was not pooping right, and it's been the whole day. I'm like, I haven't been to the bathroom. I should probably do that. So I start by myself. I'm pushing, you know,
Yeah.
like a fucking mother, like a mother broke her water, right? So I'm on the toilet. And I'm like, man, this isn't coming out. Like I'm using all of my strength, and nothing is happening.
This baby refuses to go.
So I take off my pants. You know, I take off like fully.
You
I'm
can
naked.
take off your pants.
No, I understand. I like sometimes
Like fully, like
fully. It's
like
not about
fully,
saying-
fully.
for real.
So
There's
I do that again because I think that, you know, oh, I can definitely that this will improve my ability to
No, that like
shit,
doubles
you know?
your ability to shit. It's
Yeah,
hard.
so
For real.
that didn't work. So I take off my shirt.
Take off your skin.
It's the shirt. It's just see for me. It's
So-
the shirt first. I don't know about you.
So after that point, I tried everything. So I call my dad, right?
Oh no.
Can't get it.
Under
Because, you know,
landline? Did you use a landline?
no, I just kind of did what an 8-year-old would do, you know.
Did
start-
you
yell
stand
for
up
help?
and yell,
Yeah.
"Dad"? Is that what you
Yeah,
did?
I was sitting.
Shit
I
not
was
coming
sitting.
out.
So I was telling him, and then he comes over to me and he's like, "Oh, son, this is no big deal. You
No
just
big
haven't
deal."
eaten."
He said it in the Russian accent, right?
Yeah, of
Wonderful.
course.
No shit.
No shit. He does how
No.
he talks.
Literally no
So
shit.
Good enough.
yeah, so basically he comes over and he has a full meal prepared.
Get
Full
out.
meal prepared. I'm sitting naked on the
has you,
toilet.
your father has you carbo loading, like naked as you.
Your
My
father's feeding you
father's sitting
prunes.
next to me, feeding me primeni with while I'm
Yeah,
naked.
yeah,
Oh,
sure.
While I'm
God.
naked on the toilet.
Oh my god.
And then finally, I'm like, I'm done with this. I can't do this anymore. I'll try again later. And
Find out later.
and then later it worked. So you know,
It worked.
it worked. So you know, just the experience of eating primeni with my naked in the same.
That's like next to your dad. I can't imagine. Like,
Oh,
I try to picture it, but I instead picture you like on a
You
train
could-
with a man you don't know, hearing that.
you could not beat that information out of me. You cannot.
No, the CIA.
I was 8 years
That
old.
Japanese
That's a
water
funny
that
story.
understand out of me. What the?
Abe, you okay?
He's got
We're
bronchitis.
He's okay.
Oh,
Yeah, there
damn.
goes my fucking yellow spit bronchitis shit.
You should
There
get a
goes
hot
all of
tub
your
to
teeth.
soothe your throat. All right, Evan,
who's
do you
next?
have
I
a
gotta
worst
remember
shit
not to-
story?
I have a very good poop or like worst poop story.
Let's hear it. Yeah, worst poop with Evan.
So first, trigger warning.
Oh,
Disgusting.
dangers.
I
Just-
think this has been implied.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate him warning us anyway.
So if you wanna, you know, Devin, feel free, but this is your last chance. But I'm gonna set the scene. It is March or April of 2020, right?
He remembers the month.
Oh, is this a home shit or a school shit?
Is this a
home
super
shit.
virus dump?
Oh, it's a home shit. Oh.
It's a home. Okay.
If I throw up, do I get bonus points?
Yes.
Certainly not. And if you throw up on the
I
call,
don't want to
it's
see
gonna kick
it. But, you know.
So, I am like sick for like 3 weeks straight with an 103 fever,
you. Oh no.
and
Damn.
because of this, I take a lot of Advil. Right? I'm like, And Advil really fucks up your stomach, like really
Does it?
bad.
It's bad for your stomach lining.
Wait,
It's
I didn't
really
know
bad
that
for.
shit.
It's
If you
really
have
bad
it-
for your stomach lining.
Like having it once is like not a big deal, but if you have it for weeks straight, it's really bad.
It's
And-
really bad for your stomach. Like you should not be taking Advil that much.
I see.
No.
Continue.
So, I don't shit for probably about 3 weeks, something like that.
Oh my.
how did your colon contain all that? Did you eat less
No,
solid food?
It's a super
Well, you see,
bad.
I was feeling so sick that I barely could get in like 500 calories a day.
Oh, I see.
Still, the amount of shit in there, like I cannot even imagine it. It was probably crazy. So it comes like the first week of April. I'm like, fuck, I'm in a shit ton of pain, literally, and I got on the toilet. I'm like, nothing will come out. So I'm really like sitting there for hours. Nothing will come out, and then like the worst pain of my whole life. I'm praying to Hashem. I'm praying to Buddha. I'm praying to Jesus. I'm praying to Allah.
Anyone will
I'm
pick up
praying
the
to the-
phone, yeah.
Yeah, anybody that will pick up the phone, I'm praying, bro. And like I just sit there, I was just like, for like 4 hours straight. My dad goes to the store. He buys like
You,
an
you
enema
sent
for
your
me.
father for a care package?
Yeah, he got me a care package ship.
Oh, wonderful.
And he picks up the enema, right? I was just like,
Wait, what is an enema?
you
Yeah.
shove
I'm gonna
water up your
let.
ass.
Oh
It's-
yeah.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh, I used to have those, but with
no.
I used to have those, but with milk.
I've never done those before. I just,
It's
like,
it's
how
very beneficial if you need
It's
to.
not fun experience though.
It is
not
very.
It's
painful.
a weird experience. It's a weird
Okay,
experience to have
just
a liquid go up.
So I used the thing,
Yeah.
right? And it even
Right.
barely does anything because I was just that constipated because the Advil
Don't you-
just fucks your stomach that bad.
Oh, that's
But-
wonderful.
What are you saying, Caleb?
Good to know.
Oh, I was gonna say, don't you put that shit up your ass or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to. Yeah, it's like the last resort, basically. It's the last resort.
the last resort.
Oh
It's
my God.
DEFCON 1 is putting milk up your ass.
It's like a combination between like water and like a bunch of like minerals and shit. I don't
Oh,
know.
fantastic.
Rocks up my ass.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but I barely even did anything. Not even gonna lie. I was still constipated for days after. It's like that was just like the first worst shit. But I had like a bunch of days of that in a row. And the pain you experience when you do that shit, like when all the shit's forced to come out because like the like chemicals in you, like it is the most painful experience I think I could ever like imagine. It's so bad.
Wow, what a thing to have in my mind. Thank you, Heaven.
It is worse than being like
Why does he
somebody
keep
cutting off your
talking?
arm. I said trigger warning, but
No,
An
no,
enema?
I'm aware.
it's so
What-
painful.
What fucking enemas
I don't
did
know
you
what
take?
enema you were taking, man. I did not have a.
It
pain
makes so
tolerance.
It's
much sense.
because I was that
Heaven would fuck
constipated,
up
probably.
That
enema.
makes sense. Yeah.
And
because
Advil
of-
fucks your stomach so
I
bad.
have a pain story also. Let's see. Who hasn't gone
No,
yet who would like to?
I haven't gone yet.
I haven't gone.
All right, let's hear.
Didn't you go?
I haven't gone.
No.
I didn't go.
Abe, let's hear you.
So this one isn't that interesting.
Never
But
mind.
when I was five, I had really bad constipation issues,
No.
and like I just refused to shit for a couple days. Like I was so scared of shitting, like, and it hurt, and like I didn't like it, and I would let it build up, and it would just hurt even more. So to ease this pain, my mom would give me her iPad, and I would like look at.
What did the
Lego sets
iPad do to the inside of your asshole?
And I would look at Lego sets on Amazon, and I would look at Lego sets on Amazon.
Yes.
And then I saw this really dope ass Millennium Falcon Lego set
And then you
that would
shit
like
yourself
fold
with
up,
excitement.
and then I was like, "Holy shit, that's so cool!" And then I clicked off onto the next AT-AT Walker thing, but I wanted to go back so I could show my little brother.
I'm glad he remembers the model.
But I didn't know where the back button was, so
Uh-oh.
I pressed every button on the screen.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I didn't shit. I didn't shit that day because I was
Uh-oh.
constipated.
Uh-huh.
2 weeks later, 2 Lego AT-AT walkers show up at my house, and I fucking shit myself.
Oopsie.
Oh, that's
I was
fantastic.
so excited. I had thought somebody had sent us them, And then my mom was like, Abe, you ordered these. And I'm like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
You looked at your mother and said, even better.
That's really fucking funny. That's my shit
That's a
story.
good one.
Uh-oh.
That was a good one.
Thank you.
If I have, does anyone else have shit
I have a
stories?
shit
Because-
I have a
Okay,
shit
after
story.
that-
I have
after
a good
those-
shit story. I have my best shit story.
Because
Okay.
that reminded me of buying products accidentally and parents being mad. And I
Can-
think Noah
can I-
knows.
Can I tell my shit story?
Yeah.
I want to hear
tell
Noah's
your
shit story.
So I was in China, right?
Oh boy.
Oh, that
I
makes
was-
it.
Watch this in reverse.
Does this
Noah.
involve
So,
the police at all?
This does not involve the police. It involves the mafia.
What?
Oh,
No fucking shot.
Or I think. So okay, listen. Here's how it went down.
How do you accidentally?
We're hungry. We're on the boond. We're looking for something to eat.
What is
Because
the boond?
nothing. The boond is. So do you know where the Oriental Pearl Tower is?
No.
It's like
No.
okay, it's this man-made island in Shanghai that has all the skyscrapers. It's fucking beautiful. If you search the Bund B-U-N-D and look at images, you'll see like
The Bund, you mean?
it's the Bund.
The Bund.
That's how it's the Bund.
Pronounced
the
Bund.
boon.
But I'll put like a pic.
Oh,
I'll put an
that's the
image.
boon.
Look,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay,
To the
that's
story.
what
So we're walking around. Everything is full. Everything is fucking packed. It is hot outside, and we're like, we need something to eat. We need to get out of the sun. It is like with parents, and so we find this spot. It's like in a weird hotel because we don't speak any Chinese. And then we're like,
How did you
know what fu-
navigate in China without speaking Chinese?
magic? So we asked,
Clearly.
Your family?
yeah. So like we asked the hotel dude, like, you got a place to eat, and in perfect English, like British English, this dude's like, oh yeah, come upstairs, and it's like, huh?
Oh,
He directs us to like this funky side elevator. We go in, we go to the top, and we are at the top of a fucking skyscraper in an Italian restaurant in China. Everyone's addressing us in perfect English, non-accented. It is so weird. And it's, oh, where would you like to sit? Where would you like to sit? It's fucking beautiful up here. Menu
Yes.
is like great. Prices are expensive as hell. It's like $30 for like an appetizer. It's like
I see.
normal fancy restaurant prices.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Only thing I've been eating has been preserved
Wontons.
meats from the preserved meat shop next door.
What?
Because
You were
like,
going
they have
to
these-
like
okay,
a magic
they have these
restaurant
really
in this
good, like,
magic island,
candied
and you
preserve-
just
they-
got
okay.
beef jerky.
the next door to the hotel, they had these really good Chinese candied meat shops.
Oh my god.
Goddamn, I loved it. I also negotiated with the people.
how
Yeah.
old were you?
This was after Mosh.
I think
You're like
I remember-
13 or
I think I
14.
remember
Yeah,
when
13
you-
or 14.
That's
So
totally something
then
for
here's what happened. That's all I'd eaten all day. So my ass was not in a good condition. We're up here, and I'm like, I really got to shit. So I'm like, oh, do you have a bathroom anywhere? And he's like, oh yeah, of course, just go to the back. So I'm walking past the back. Like, I go to the bathroom and I see a room on the side, and I peek in, and all I see are these like massive fucking dudes in suits smoking cigars with like a stack of money on the table, and it's like, oh,
You just stumbled into a cutscene, bro.
yeah, I was like, oh, that's the kind of place this is. That's why everything's really expensive and everyone is speaking perfect English, because it's probably a fucking mafia restaurant.
Did they
So
see?
I'm like-
did they see the small, or did they see
Yeah.
the
So
young,
I walk into the
chubby
bathroom
white
and I'm
kid?
taking the shit, and I'm in. I was skinny at this time because this was post motion.
Cap.
Um,
Keep going.
So I'm like sitting on the bathroom taking the shit. It's pretty bad. I'm in there for 5 minutes. Then some dude starts aggressively knocking on the door, and I'm like, "Oh my god!"
You thought it was the end.
Yeah, no, I was really thinking like, "Oh my god! If I don't wrap up this shit, I'm gonna get my door kicked down by the fucking Chinese mafia."
It was just like a normal
That's a bad way
guy
to
who
go.
also needed to shit.
It's like I just like I still got it hanging out. I wipe it, I pinch it, I fucking wash like
You what?
10 seconds. Like I pinch it off because I literally don't have time to finish shitting. I literally don't have time to finish shitting.
Oh my God.
But it's like in my mind, it's like I finish shitting or I am dead and I'm not running out of there with my pants down. so I pinch it off. I flush it.
Your last.
I do a quick rinse and I open the door, and it is just. I open the door.
It's
no one's out there. It's no one.
The guy
And I just walk past.
Noah,
and sit back down.
No, they were checking to see if anyone was there, so they could start talking about business deals. No,
I have a worst shit.
I'm gonna
story.
go for now, actually.
Bye, Glenn. We love you.
Thank you for
Bye.
joining us.
That's the end of Gwen. I have a worst shit story, and this begins not in the restroom, but at a Cubs game with my father.
Oh boy!
And at the Cubs game, we're there, and we have this large bag of peanuts. And me being like 4, and the peanuts are kind of salty and like tasty. These like full peanuts, not like shelled roasted peanuts. I mean the full like whole goofy circus peanut. And I eat like
those are banana flavored.
I eat like a billion of these. And
circus peanuts are banana flavored.
And because I am an omnivore, I just eat the entire peanut because it tastes good. Now, we flash forward about 48 hours, I'd say. And this is me in first grade. I'm sitting on the toilet, doing my best. But this hurts a lot, so I stop and I leave the restroom. And I end up coming back a few hours later and going for round 2. This is very painful. And after an excessive amount of time, shitting really hard, like 4 brown and red Pokeballs, like, drop out of my asshole. And I turn around and I realize, like, you know how, like, real solid shits have the seams? There's a lot of fiber in peanut shells, apparently. Yeah, like, all the seams were, like, all the seams were, like, bright red. It was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Not even mixed. It was, like, acrylic. Very bad. That's my worst poop story. All right, moving on to our next topic. What is something...
I wanna wait, Logan.
What?
If we talk about the worst, we have to bring up the best.
We don't have to bring up. That's for another episode.
We have to.
No, that's for another episode.
Yeah, that's for another time.
What we're talking about now is stuff that absolutely could be cheaper.
Oh, this is good.
Are we going political or funny?
Anything.
Because we can have a different answer.
Anything goes.
Chess.com membership. There is not a chance in listen.
Of COVID, I paid $50 for a yearly chess.com membership.
It's not $50 anymore a year.
How much is it?
It's $17 a month.
And how much is it for the yearly plan?
Let me check chess.com.
Because I paid for the yearly plan.
Oh, it's $10 a month if you go for a year. So $120 a year.
Holy!
Let's not get off track here.
Okay. All right, chess.com.
Things that ought to be cheaper.
Chess.com.
Yes, chess.com membership
could be cheaper. All right.
Are you telling me they need $120 a year to run chess servers?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you know?
Have you seen them recently?
Chess has been around for like 5,000 years now, man. Chess is not.
I don't know about that. Wait,
I do.
How many years has chess been around for?
Like 200.
Certainly not 200. Bro, the Muslims played chess back when Saladin was alive, man. Chess has been around for at least
1,400 years.
Damn.
That's
1,500 years. Closely close to Chaturanga in India.
Maybe. That could be. That might be.
Some video games could be cheaper, honestly.
Yes.
Breath of the Wild.
Price video games.
Yeah. Like, they don't, like, my brother said the stupidest shit ever.
Do tell.
Like 10.
Love to
He
hear
was
that.
like, that little cartridge only costs like 5 cents to make. And I'm like...
You're not paying for the cartridge, you're
Yeah. And I'm like...
I think it's entirely fair to charge less for digital copies of games.
Oh, I completely agree.
Yeah.
I
They
do
don't
agree.
do that.
And, like, also it's bullshit. Like, AAA studios just get a fucking cheat code. This goes the same for, like... This went the same for, like, when music was, like, not on streaming back in the day.
Were you alive when music wasn't
no,
on streaming?
No.
but like I'm assuming this is what it was like.
Oh,
Artists
okay.
and like
Conjecture.
game studios can basically just charge whatever for whatever because they know people will buy it.
Yes.
That's
Yeah, that's why
that's
$70.
true in a limited sense because I don't. It's only true for like certain games and certain series.
Yeah,
Persona
Like
5 and
Call of
Persona
Duty,
3
Call of Duty
Dancing.
and Battlefield. Those
And, like,
are
Zelda.
massively popular, and
like
people
Zelda.
know they're gonna pay $70 for a full price for
Listen.
a game.
Absolutely.
But RGG Studios, they have to pay. They have to quote unquote settle for only charging 60 for a full like a
Listen.
Dragon Ishin
Listen.
Kiwami.
Only
Sega
60.
fucking
Yeah, only
sucks
60. I know I say that in
Fuck
massive
Sega
air
in
quotes.
pricing. Sometimes they're really cool about it. Sometimes they're the worst. Prime example: Persona 3 and 5 Dancing.
We're gonna stop talking about role-playing games.
No.
No.
Listen,
No. We are.
Are you really telling me that they need to?
I think Teslas are just a bit too expensive.
We mute him.
I think Teslas are fucking stupid. I don't like.
Yeah.
That's
Do you
why
guys-
Logan's a
Do you guys
faggot.
think anyone is paying an appropriate price for Teslas?
No,
I don't think
Teslas are
anybody should
dog
be paying
shit.
for Teslas
Certainly not.
because
Why?
you're supporting a
I
fascist.
think we should bomb Elon Musk's home in
I
California.
legitimately
That's
agree.
interesting.
I
Okay,
literally
okay,
agree so
So you,
hard.
so you only dislike Tesla because the owner is an asshole.
Well,
I-
Tesla
he's a
also
fascist.
sucks.
Well, also the cars aren't even made well.
Lithium
Also,
batteries
the cars aren't
go
made
bad
well.
after
Also,
7
they
Yeah, if
use
you drive
materials
it-
harvested from cobalt mines in the Central Africa, commonly utilizing child labor.
If you
Well,
drive
yeah,
a Tesla when
the
it's like
kids
below
yearn for the
like
mines.
-20, that shit's not gonna start.
You're not going to be able to open the fucking door.
Does
What do you
Yeah.
anything start in -20?
Yes.
I mean, a normal
My
gas car, yeah, my car, yeah.
Have you? How do you open a Tesla door handle when it's like below zero?
You
I don't think you
actually.
do.
Dude,
App
I got into
open.
an Uber. I got into a fucking Uber with a Tesla, and it was like I almost fucking threw up.
Okay.
Like
Why?
that guy was driving so recklessly. It was reckless endangerment.
The Tesla is actually everything proof, so it's fine. I saw an article
Yeah.
about how a man tried
Yeah,
to kill
Even
himself.
Eli.
Yeah, but
A
if a
man
Tesla
tried-
explodes, they have to
except
fucking
fucking-
let it. They have to fucking let it burn because it's got a battery, and then it's
Oh,
the
you're
chemicals
right.
around.
Yeah.
They can't fucking put it out because the water just
You
doesn't
know-
work because it's a.
You know how Tesla can like auto drive, right?
Yeah.
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 Isn't it? Doesn't it like hit black people?
What?
Mate,
Where
so-
have you? Where
Oh,
are you?
Oh, can I do a? Can I
It's
do a?
like-
Can
Are
Dad.
there been multiple
I do like a
occurrences
2 minute?
where
Can I do like a
represents-
1 minute
where-
side tangent on the
Go
black
right
people
ahead.
thing?
Go right ahead,
Yes.
Dan.
So-
Discuss the black people thing.
So on this past Friday, one of my friends were goofing off in my 8th period microarchitecture class.
Ah, yes.
They were doing like that, you know, the fisheye lens thing where you hold your camera up to like your fucking forehead and take a picture of their face.
Ah,
Yes.
yeah.
Someone
The shocked
put their
anime.
no. Someone put their phone up. That did that to one of my one of my black friends, Deontay,
Yes.
and I swear to God, the night mode turned on.
Oh
It had to get
Oh,
more
no.
light from the black guy's forehead.
Oh
That's
my
quite funny.
god.
But also
No,
that
but-
brings
Anyway,
up an
that's it.
interesting
So-
issue of
End of
technology being geared for white people.
Yeah.
It's-
No. Yeah. The
I,
whole.
I think it's just the whole thing about science is like sometimes withheld from people who people don't like. And just,
What?
Can you give an example?
What the fuck are you talking
Like-
about?
Okay, I learned about this in fucking chemistry.
Let him
It's
cook.
like
Let him cook.
so when aspirin was being invented, they tested it on people like it wasn't you weren't able to test it in America.
Why
so
not?
they tested it. So I don't know, but like it was a law against it. It was
I
a law
see.
against testing that in America. So they went to Cuba, I think, and they tested on like women in Cuba, and like poor women in Cuba, and like they really didn't like. It was like a product that wouldn't benefit them and would never benefit them. Oh no, it was birth control. It wasn't aspirin.
That brings me into an interesting topic, one we hadn't planned ahead. Horrible,
Planned Parenthood founder?
horrible medical inventions. Do
Oh.
any of you do
You guys
any
know
of you
about
know
ketchup?
the origin of the chainsaw?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
The
Oh, it's
chainsaw.
supposed to be an efficient way to
The
cut off hands, huh?
chainsaw was originally invented by two Irishmen because before they really figured out how to get babies out reliably, sometimes the baby would just get stuck. So these guys decided that they would use a mechanical rotating saw blade to widen the birth canal in
Why does it
order
have to be a
to
fucking
retrieve
saw
the baby.
blade, though?
Well, I don't know, Abe. When I see women, I think of chainsaws too. I don't. But these
Huh?
guys did.
Uh,
The chainsaw was used to like cut the vagina opener in order to allow children to escape from prenatal death.
Why did they not think of like C-sections before?
You know, that's
yes.
But they did
Because
though.
they weren't.
No,
But,
you
but
know what,
why
if-
do that? You could just do a C-section.
Noah, if you were a doctor with like no restrictions and you were given the choice between boring C-section or chainsaw baby, I mean the world already loves Chainsaw Man. Like, what do you think?
I think they like Chainsaw Man for a different reason.
What time is it, guys?
8:55 p.m.
8:55.
Holy shit.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like I should go to sleep, but I'm good.
If you need to go,
I'm chilling.
all right.
Guys, did you know that Planned Parenthood's founder, even though I'm very pro-choice, is a horrible person?
How so?
Really?
How are they a horrible person?
Does this person eat the babies?
No.
Well,
Yeah,
then
they
who
No,
cares?
okay.
Not yet.
I eat the
So
baby
Planned Parenthood's founder is a woman named Margaret Sanger or Sanger.
All right. Related to
Um,
Bernie Sanders? Or
No,
No.
Sanger.
Same.
Now,
Sanders.
here's the thing. The main thing that she opened Planned Parenthood for was for eugenics. Primarily, she did not want African American people to have children. That's why she founded Planned Parenthood in the first place.
I see.
Um,
And white
she-
women have stolen that privilege.
she was a white woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to see if I can find like some quotes.
You guys know that ketchup used to be medicine?
What did
You know
ketchup?
that-
Do you know what
cocaine used to be
ketchup would
medicine?
treat?
You know Coca-Cola used to have cocaine in it.
Cocaine in it.
You
That's
know
why it was
heroin-
called Coca-Cola.
You know, heroin was prescribed to children as like actual medicine.
Fun fact: doctors used to prescribe masturbation to women because women would get really bored. But yeah, this is back in the 1800s.
We should keep prescribing it to
Women
them.
would get annoying because they like never had orgasms and had no rights and could do nothing in life. So like doctors figured out that if a woman had an orgasm, she was less annoying, and this became a medical prescription. This is how the vibrator was invented because doctors
You're
got very.
fucking lying.
I'm look it up. Doctors got
No,
tired of fingering.
He's
things.
mostly correct.
I'm 1,000,000% correct. In fact.
And that is how masturbation was invented.
No,
No.
we came up with
Guys,
that.
what do you
No.
think
People
the-
still didn't like male masturbation, so you're still not on.
Do you want to know why you were circumcised? Why
What do you think
Christians
the
were
first
circumcised?
dude to discover
because they'll stop
discover
the vagina.
anal like
How
what it
did-
felt like?
It probably
Yeah,
felt
Yeah,
better.
question.
I'm not gonna lie, it felt better. Is probably what he thought.
So
Not that I would know. Anyways,
okay,
What do you
bouncing,
mean by that?
okay.
bouncing back to what someone said about coke and cocaine, when the original, what's the word? The Extraditables was an organization of drug cartel smugglers that notably involved Pablo Escobar, the Ochoa brothers, and a few others. These were the big Colombian guys. This was where Big Coke was at the time. They actually
I've watched Narcos too.
Big Coke
I
put
love
the coke
Coke.
back
I
in
love
cocaine just to
the
be
way
funny.
you said Big Coke.
It's Big Coke. These guys were making billions every year.
Is the Coke
Big
large?
Coke.
Is the Coke like large?
The
I'm
Coke
gonna
is
say
They
strong,
were
and that's
transporting
what
large
counts.
quantities of it.
No, it's just a medium size. No.
Is it small, medium, large,
Yeah.
plus size? Who knows?
Have you guys? Do you guys know what body bagging is? In drug
What?
cartels? Body bagging. In order to get coke over the border, drug cartels would pay pregnant women because pregnant women could not be searched at the airport because they had a baby, and if you searched too hard, that would be an issue. But because pregnant women could not be searched, these pregnant women would swallow oil-coated capsules of cocaine, as so they wouldn't digest them. They would then get rid of these capsules once they'd crossed the border into the U.S. Now, occasionally, the capsule would break open, and the woman would die because they were not smuggling a dosage; they were smuggling a shipment of cocaine.
Yeah.
Speaking of cocaine, have any of you seen Cocaine Bear yet?
I have not seen
No.
it.
No.
But I need to.
really wanted.
It's
I'll
really
admit,
good. Like
I've heard it's
genuinely,
pretty funny.
it's really good.
All right. Anybody else have any other interesting topics to talk about?
You know
No,
what?
I think I
iPhones
covered
could
all this.
certainly be cheaper.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
but
think-
like, it's
I
the
think-
same
No,
thing.
hey,
It's the same
uh,
thing with everything else. They know people will pay for them.
Millennials and the iPhone. Get off the
Millennials,
phone,
am I right?
you zombies. We're called Gen Z because we're zombies.
That's why we're called Gen Z.
I'm a phone zombie.
That's why we're called Gen Z. That's
Hey,
Neither is Debo.
Welcome to On the Phone. It's a podcast we've been running for a little bit now.
this is a podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Debo, do you have a worst poop story to tell us about?
That was the worst poop story ever.
Worst poop you've ever taken ever.
Oh, okay. I got one. So for lunch during it was like a B day, like first semester,
I love how he needs no time to think of this.
and I'm lactose intolerant, so I'm not supposed to be eating cheese. So I had a lot of cheese and I had a lot of yogurt and like shit in my my lunchbox because my mom packed it, and I didn't tell my mom that I was lactose intolerant, and I feel like it was fairly obvious that I am.
You just believe she knew you were lactose intolerant, like
I
psychically.
mean, yeah, kind of. I mean, like it's something like your mom should like know.
Yeah.
And then like so it gets time for like English, which is like my 10th hour, and my stomach starts to hurt like a lot, and like like you get that feeling where you have to bend over to like
Yes.
it's like you have to throw up.
Yeah.
So
It's like
I was
when you
like,
have a bad stomachache.
Yeah. I feel it.
so like I go to my English teacher. She's like, "Oh, well, what's the matter?" I was like, "I have to use the bathroom," and she's like, well, you're gonna have to wait 10 minutes to use to get the bathroom pass." I was like, "Well, I can't really wait 10 minutes," and then like at this moment, I start feeling the poop start sliding out of my anus. And
Hey, you gotta go.
When you say sliding, do you mean like a dolphin dive or a moonwalk out of your ass?
it's more like like a watery substance just seeking out.
Oh yeah.
And
The pre-cum of shit.
and then, I'm
Like a little
I
Hershey
have, like-
squirt or something.
I'm gonna fucking throw up, guys.
You
like,
should.
and then I have like this enormous need to fart.
Ooh.
And I was like, I told her I need to use the bathroom now, and then I started holding my stomach, and she was like, okay, go. And then I walked to the bathroom, and the bathroom was like a few feet away from like the English room is a few feet away from the bathroom, but I started farting a little bit, and
Did he miss?
so and then like it's kind of like spraying all over my underwear, and it's kind of like my underwear is kind of getting wet.
Oh, this isn't good.
Bro, miss.
No,
So,
this is actually just getting good.
So and then I go into the bathroom, I make it in there, and holy shit, it was the nicest shit I've ever fucking had in my entire life.
Was it now?
10 out of 10. It was like a log in there. It was like water. It was like a water fountain the way it came out. It sprayed out elegantly.
Oh, I see. Wonderful to hear. Thank you, Debo.
It's a spray.
Debo,
It wasn't
what
a-
do you think could be cheaper?
What do I think should be cheaper?
Yes.
I feel like uranium should be cheaper.
Okay.
Why do you believe uranium should be cheaper?
Like don't you want to get some? You just want to gather like uranium 235 and build a
I'll
nuclear
admit I
bomb
haven't
with your buddies.
considered it too much.
But uranium isn't the best material for nuclear anymore.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, don't we have an expert in the call?
Yeah.
We have a nuclear expert here.
We do have a
Ooh,
nuclear
I think fuck nuclear fission. Nuclear fusion's the way to go. We just
True.
gotta We just have to spend 30 years researching it so it's viable and
Do
consumer
you believe it would
technology.
be a faster development period if we invested more money into nuclear fusion?
100%. We are neglecting the nuclear field
What is
so
the
badly.
difference
You
between
can't
either
even.
of these things?
Okay,
Fusion is a
Fusion
lot
when
more
you put an atom
powerful.
together.
Fusion is a
Fusion
lot
is when
more
you split it
powerful
apart.
and a lot more safer. So
Lot
fusion
more
essentially
safer.
works by we point a
lot
laser.
Let him explain.
A lot safer. Fusion essentially works as
Let
we
him
point.
fuse. Come on.
We point a laser at these materials. When the atom breaks off, we harvest that very small amount of energy that is released when the atom breaks off from the material.
I see.
Then, nuclear fusion is essentially, is just harvesting that energy. Recently, like about 2 or 3 months back, we achieved energy positive nuclear fusion.
Barely.
That means that we get
so
some
we-
amount of energy, correct?
Yeah, we put in less energy. The laser output less energy
get a
than
positive.
we harvested. But the thing is, the laser was super inefficient. So even though the laser output less energy than we harvested, we still put more energy into the laser, like
Why
100
was
times
the laser
more.
inefficient? Is it because of how it was constructed?
Because we're inefficient. It is so hard to concentrate that much energy into that
I mean, consider what the sun
specific
is
of a
doing.
beam.
Can you describe the construction of this laser? Was this mirrors, lenses?
This is just in general, like electricity in general. Concentrating electricity is super difficult. It is not just like something you do. Energy
Well,
take
mirror
like every
temple
single
fucking
tiny mechanism, tiny bit of energy.
Would this
And
have
when
to
you're
be
doing
done
it in
a
something like
vacuum?
a fucking high-powered laser,
Yes.
it gets really bad how much it's getting, and then you start after putting 100 times more energy in than it can actually out.
I see.
It would be
Is-
cool.
So
How
So
does
I
this
think
relate to
the-
electrical resistance within a certain volume? What's the
what
medium for the laser?
Not okay. Resistance is kind of just a power thing. It's not something we'll ever have to worry about, except for standardization purposes. That would be usually regulated outside of the reactor. The main advances in nuclear fusion right now are essentially making the energy collection process more efficient, because we're like it's way easier to do that than to actually build a more efficient laser. We can get to that later. It's essentially like if we can harvest the energy better now, we know that it's viable and it's worthwhile to make the laser more efficient.
Have you guys heard of the electrical engine?
The electrical engine?
Elliptical?
It's called electrical engine.
Spell it.
Supposedly, I don't know how to spell.
Okay.
Age.
Continue.
So, the electrical engine can go 99% of the speed of light after a large amount of time.
How long?
For I guess forever. I guess. I mean, like, I haven't done that much research on it. I literally just watched a YouTube video not too long ago about it.
I see.
Oh yeah.
Here, I'm gonna try to spell it out in cool chat.
Thank you.
Like, elliptical.
I find that fascinating. You know what I wonder about? Well, I don't wonder about this. What is everyone's opinion here on the massive allocation of our military budget towards
What's
the
the-
military as opposed to spending it on infrastructure or education within the country?
Fuck the military.
Man,
the
fuck.
military.
The
Man,
GI Bill is one of the greatest things this country ever did, but fuck the military. Cut their budget in half. We do not need presence we do not need as much presence as we have around the world.
Real.
People can
believe that
listen.
keeps us
Listen,
safe?
I understand that people
No.
see going to the military as an easy way to get a good paycheck after high school without going to college.
The military
but look,
is not
you need to get a
anything.
fucking real job.
The military is a real job.
The
There's also
military
a-
is not a real job.
The military is certainly a real job. It's a job with.
It's a real job for
How
some people.
consider there's a lot of downsides. Like just people go to the military for physical education or exercise, but this physical exercise is like carrying 50 plus pound rucksacks for hundreds of mile marches, and that
Yeah.
fucks up your spine.
Well,
well,
Yeah.
you know,
Like I've
I
heard
feel like-
stories of soldiers coming back from Iraq and multiple of their vertebrae have fucking fused, which is really, really bad. And that's
Like,
really fucking
low
bad.
key, like,
Yes.
soldiers are super, like, I think that, like,
Choose your words carefully here. But yes.
so, like, I really respect most soldiers.
Yeah,
I don't think they're all heroes.
I agree with Abe on
Oh no! By no definition are they all
Because
heroes.
there's people who say, like, all the troops are heroes, which just isn't true.
Consider Pat Tillman.
Considering, like, how, like, many villages get raped and shit by, like...
Do you have
Americans.
There are a lot of people
Do you
that
have
don't
any
do anything.
statistics
Whoa,
for
whoa, whoa.
this?
Yes,
Hey,
I'm just talking
I do
about-
have statistics for
Hey,
this.
it's
Please-
only
You guys
one
know who Pat
Please
Tillman
dis-
was, right?
Inform
we know
us,
who
Noah.
Pat Tillman
Educate,
was.
Pat
educate
Tillman
me.
was
I'm
a
ignorant.
NFL football player who, after 9/11, enlisted in the military.
I think I do know this guy.
Very, very honorable. Now, here's the thing: when he started to raise concerns about the treatment of locals in the area by the U.S. military, mysteriously, Pat Tillman was shot by a friendly fire and
Yeah,
killed.
That's my point. That's my point.
Yes.
Like-
No, Abe, you made a different point.
No, okay, like, here, let me pull up.
Prior to his death, Tilden
take
called
the
the
time to
invasion and
research
occupation of Iraq fucking illegal. An investigation by the U.S. Army Criminal Investigation Division concluded that Tillman were in the Afghan militia soldier were killed by friendly fire when one allied group fired upon another.
I see.
What the fuck were we doing in Iraq? What the fuck?
Yeah,
We were looking for weapons of mass destruction that
They
they
did.
didn't
They
have.
did have weapons of mass destruction. We
They
What,
didn't.
my
We
penis?
just
That was
didn't
the
find
point.
it. We needed to go there. It was very important that we
Why
go.
were they looking for my penis?
Okay.
they couldn't find it though. That's why they took forever. But
That's
Simon.
that's right.
How does Desmona feel that he's gonna be able to go to the last summit ever?
Oh, I hate that it's the last summit ever.
It is. No, summit's
Back
dead.
to the discussion. Abe, did you find a?
Yeah.
Tell us about that, please. I'm very
Alright.
interested.
Presented to the United Nations Commission on Human Rights 2005 session, Iraqi female detainees have been illegally detained, raped, and sexually violated by United States military personnel. Women who stay at home in traditional roles are more likely to be imprisoned as bargaining chips by U.S. troops seeking to pressurize male relatives, according to the New Statesman, UK 1. In December 2003, a woman prisoner, Noor, smuggled out a note saying that U.S. guards at Abu Ghraib had been raping women.
Abu Ghraib.
Abu Ghraib had been raping women detainees and forcing them to strip naked. 7 of the women were now pregnant. Classified inquiry launched by the U.S. military headed by Major General Antonio Taguba has confirmed the note that by the person and the sexual violence against women at Abu Ghraib took place. Among the 1,800 photographs taken by U.S. guards inside Abu Ghraib, there were, according to Two Gob's report, images of naked male and female detainees, a male military guard having sex with a female detainees of unspecified gender, forcibly arranged in various sexually explicit positions for photographing a naked female detainees.
That's kind of mean. You
That's
can't really
very-
do
yeah.
that.
Do we know about any consequences that any personnel?
Of course not. We're the U.S.
they
military.
They were not fucking constant.
Do you know what happens if
They're
do you,
not
do you guys know
named
what
or
happens
mentioned.
when the United States gets prosecuted for war crimes?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Don't.
Yeah,
Nothing.
exactly.
We haven't been.
No, we
So,
have declared
that's
that we
my
will
point,
literally
Logan.
declare war if they try to prosecute us.
How interesting. What a
We are
tactic.
so powerful of a country that if they try to fuck with us, we're like, okay, no.
Geneva Convention. You talking?
I
about
know we can violate any war crime. We
Yeah.
can violate every single law of engagement, but like,
violate war crimes? What war crimes? This is America.
That is correct.
I'm gonna go for no. But it was a very fun
Alright,
time in the
great.
podcast.
This has been
Okay.
fantastic.
guys, I'm done with the podcast.
Alright.
I'm gonna start streaming.
This has been a
television.
wonderful episode of On the Phone,
South
everyone.
Park.
Nah, let's watch
Alright,
Close
Have a
Enough.
wonderful night.
Goodbye.